Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. Whatever time y'all are tuning in, I certainly appreciate y'all are here. Today's video, guys, we're just going to be down here. We're going to do a pocket dump. We're going to fix my Leatherman with a new and the right pocket clip. And we're also going to put a new battery in the Baofeng radio. You can hear it right now. So can't wait to share that with y'all. And we're just going to sit down and drink some coffee and talk. So I hope y'all don't mind that, but it's going to be a great video today. I just want to say thank each and every one of y'all for tuning in today, and I hope you enjoy the video. Okay, guys, if y'all remember that Baofeng radio that wouldn't charge the other day, I had to order me 2 batteries for it. I ordered 2 because one is none and 2 is 1, but I always like to have a backup battery charged up. But these batteries were like $8.99 a piece on Amazon, but we're fixing to see if this thing is going to work. They're supposed to come charged, so there we go.
It was clear and 53.
How about that?
Here is the hazardous weather outlook.
Ain't that cool?
This hazardous weather outlook.
I was able to set that. I was able to set the radio with the charger. I could get power on it that way, but I couldn't. The battery wasn't charged. Ain't that awesome?
Dry weather and warming temperatures will likely exacerbate the ongoing drought conditions through the week. A few showers and thunderstorms.
Squirrels are throwing rocks early this morning.
For the America's listening area. Today, sunny. Highs in the lower 80s. Northeast winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Tonight, clear. Lows in the upper 50s.
I'll leave that right there. I also want to share, guys. You remember this? The pocket clip wouldn't work because the screws was too long. I ordered the wrong one. I got my new pocket clip in from Leatherman. There it is right there. Black. I was able to get a black one. I'm using the tool that Mr. Vincent LaPresti sent me, the Kershaw tool. See, it's got Loctite on there too. That blue, see it right there.
Across Florida and Tallahassee, it was clear and 55, wind calm. At Panama City, it was clear and 59, wind north at 5. At Mariana, it was clear and 53, wind calm. Here is the hazardous weather outlook. This hazardous weather outlook is for north and central Georgia. For today and tonight, no hazardous weather is expected at this time. And now the extended outlook for the period Wednesday through Monday. A stretch of dry weather and warming temperatures will likely exacerbate the ongoing drought conditions through the week.
All right. Let's see if I can get this thing to work now. Open one-handed. It opens all the way. And you can also close it with one hand. This is the Leatherman T2 Free, guys. Or the Free T2. It's got magnets to hold these blades in place here. But you can open it and close it with one hand. Love this thing. There it is right there, the Free T2. And there's the black pocket clip. I love it. I'm going to be carrying it today. Me and Miss Val's going to go on another little road trip. I'm just down here at the cabin this morning, enjoying the morning. But love this stuff, guys. This one here's got that pry bar with a little box opening blade right there. Then you got the Phillips head screwdriver. You got the punch blade sewing off. And of course you got
Sunday and Sunday night, partly cloudy.
the main blade, which is razor sharp.
Highs in the lower 80s.
USA.
Lows in the mid-50s.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Monday and Monday night,
Hoorah.
clear.
I'm just out here enjoying my cup of coffee here. I love coming down here this time of year when it's kind of cool and just listen to the world wake up. The birds start to sing at sunrise. It gets a little colder at sunrise. I'm fitting to go let the chickens out, so I'll be right back. Well, guys, that was fun, wasn't it? Now I have a pocket carry free T2 Leatherman multi-tool knife. Ain't that cool? Well, guys, a lot going on, but I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way. We got the guys are coming over here this Friday. We're gonna have a great time. I'm gonna be cooking barbecue. It's gonna be a great session of barbecue and blades. And again, it's gonna be my barbecue this time, and there's gonna be some awesome knives shown. We got Mr. Kendall Stoltz coming all the way down from Memphis, Tennessee. Well, not from Memphis. He lives right north of there, right near the Mississippi River. So, awesome guy. I've really become friends with him and his wife and his daughter, Miss Boo, and his wife is Miss Nona. But he'll be coming down. He'll be here Thursday afternoon. We'll meet here. I'm probably gonna be cooking some hamburgers for him and stuff. So it's gonna be a great time. And then we got the whole knife gang coming over Friday, and to meet Mr. Kendall Stoltz. Mr. Kendall Stoltz got a lot of knives. He's got some gifts, and he's got some knives to trade or sell. So it's gonna be fun. But also, guys, then after that, we got the Pallet Country Store, October the 25th. That's up there in Powder Springs, Georgia, at Johnny's Barbecue in a Pallet Country Store. I'm gonna be going up there with Miss Val the 24th. We hope to meet some of the case collectors. They always eat supper there. And it's gonna be a fun time as well. Then after that, guys, October 27th, we got the Whatnot auction for this charity right here. They always do a toy drive every year, and in Ellaville has taken that mission on. They started it, I think, last year was the first time. I might be wrong by that, but that's the first time I've ever heard of it. But and we contributed to that from the Ellaville Knife Show. But this year we hope to make it a bigger contribution with y'all's help. If y'all bring a toy, an unwrapped new toy, to the Ellaville Knife Show and donate it, that'd be so awesome. And actually, the mission has reached out since I've shared Facebook reel that they want to come and answer any questions if they need to. And I said, y'all are very welcome to come. So expect them to be there. And then after that, guys, let's see. Then we got the Ellaville Knife Show, November the 15th. All right. It's going to be an awesome time. We're going to have a bunch of people over here on the 14th. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. And then after that, we got the Bear & Son sales. I'll be going up there, staying a few days and helping Mr. Ken with that. It's going to be fun. Can't wait to meet new people up that way. And I'm supposed to be getting my Ellaville Knife Show knives here real soon. I'm expecting a phone call or an email any day now. I'm sure they might have been closed yesterday for Columbus Day. But just a lot going on, guys. A lot going on. We got this place cleaned up down here. During the summertime, it gets really hot down here. This is my favorite. Spring and fall is really fun. I like the wintertime too, because I can make a fire in the cabin in there with my wood stove. And it'll run you out of there if you don't know how to use that thing. But I've learned it. I've actually slept in the cabin a few times, and when it was below 20 degrees. So I know what it takes to keep that place warm in there. And that stove will do it. It really will. Actually, that brick hearth that the wood stove sits on, the wood stove is from the Atlanta Stove Works. sent to me from a subscriber from the Pallet Cabin Facebook page I used to have. Still have that, but I really don't post much on that no more. But a subscriber, or what do they call it, a follower, I should say, I told him I'm looking for me an old wood stove, and he reached out, and it come from all the way up there around Sevierville, Tennessee, or Asheville, and North Carolina. But he said he'll sell it to me for $100, but the shipping was $125. So I got $225 in that old wood stove. But on the bottom, it's stamped the date, the year, 1936. Ain't that cool? But I use it all the time. I use it every winter. It's so much fun to sit in there and drink coffee, and it's just fun to me, guys. It really is. This whole theme right here is fun to me. What I built, I love this place down here. I really do. I love to cook, love to entertain, love to have people over. It's just it's what I love to do. It really is. And but anyway, what I was getting at, that brick hearth that the wood stove sits on, I actually dug those bricks up from the ground. There used to be an old house over there. Squirrels, they don't like me being down here. But there used to be an old house on the other side of the property where, and where it sat, the chimney must have fell down, and dirt and all kind of debris had done covered the bricks. I had to actually dig those bricks out of the ground. It was somebody's chimney at one time, and I made my hearth that my wood stove sits on from those bricks. It's so cool, so cool. It's just little things like that makes this place special, with a cool story. I love the cool stories and history behind knives, behind any old antique item. It's just, the story to me means as much as the item does. I love it. I really do. Because on some of those brick, guys, you still see red paint, where I think it was on the inside of their house. That's awesome. But again, guys, I love this place down here. I started this in 2014. This whole place was just wooded up real bad, and I cleared out the place. But how I got this property, my wife's father and mother didn't want to keep paying taxes on it, and he wanted to know if I wanted to buy it, and I'm like, yeah. And then we asked all my wife's sisters if they wanted any of the land, and they said no. So we bought it all, and I paid him. He recently had a big truck. He bought a big truck, and I was paying him $500 a month. Really, I was paying his truck payment for him. It was like $500 something a month. Now this was back in the 90s, okay, and he was selling me per acre. I bought over 25 acres. I paid $496 an acre. So after about 2 years, he deeded the property over to me. Ain't that cool? So this was a great investment for me and my family, for Valerie. She's always lived here. So it's just a great place to call home. I love it. Got plenty of land, and believe me, guys, 25 acres, that's a lot of land to maintain when you're by yourself. I got my son here now with his family, and I absolutely love it. The twin girls spent a night with us last night. Knox spent a night with us the night before. We have them over all the time. We go down there and eat with them. They come up there and eat with us, and love them to death. Really do. Lindsay, my daughter-in-law, is like the daughter we've always wanted to have. We had my son Nick, and then we had my son Austin, and we thought about trying for one more, but man, 2 kids was expensive, and we never did try for that third. But we was always wanting to try for a girl. But anyway, we have a very special daughter-in-law that stays home with the kids, or is fortunate enough to be able to stay home with all the kids. She's only has 2 staying home now. That's the twin boys, and it's very rare to have back-to-back sets of twins. Amazing. But wouldn't have it any other way, guys. But I can say that God has truly blessed me with family. Really have. Really have. And again, guys, I go back to that fire back in 1987. When I was about to be a senior in high school in 1988. It happened during the summer of 87. Our house burned while we was on vacation. I was 17 years old. I had a 1978 Buick, or 1979 Buick Regal two-tone. Loved that car. That's my first car. Already had it halfway paid for. I was working up here at the IGA, and I was making probably $100 something a week, but my car payment was like $100 something a month. And loving life, I really was. That's when me and Val were dating, and when she graduated high school, she had a job offer up there at Tycor Title in Atlanta. So it just so happened she had an aunt that lives up there in Lawrenceville. So she went up there and lived with her aunt. So she moved away. And we were calling, and every once in a while she'd come back down. I'd see her. A long distance relationship, okay. After that happened, my house burned, and I was devastated. You hear that hawk? My chickens are out here too. You better watch it out, girls. Got that hawk. I got them out here in the little pen, the little place where we cleaned up. I still got a weed eat in there. I got a guy coming here putting pine straw out soon. But anyway, where was I at? Oh, I was devastated. 2 things in my life that I lost. Val moved away, and my house burned. Lost everything. All my knives I had from Pawpaw. On my mama's side, I was really close with him. I spent a lot of time with him because he lived right across the street, kind of like here. And he taught me a bunch of stuff, and he died in 81. I was 11. Was devastated, but I had some of his knives, but I lost all that, lost everything. But I'm telling you, man, about 2 months after living here in town, we was renting a house. My mom come to me, and we was about to go back to school here. I was going to be a senior in high school. I had all my friends. Everything was here. Mom asked me, "You want to move to Atlanta?" And I got to thinking, I'm like, I'd be close to Val, I said, sure, let's go. So we went up there and lived in Covington, Georgia. And loved that little town. It was a good size inn, and it's done changed a lot. But guys, I worked at Big Star. It was because I worked here at the IGA. I knew how to stock, I knew how to bag groceries, so that's where I got a job at. And but after I worked there for a while, I went up there to the Waffle House, and I become a cook. They trained me to be a cook. And back then, guys, 1988, I was making $8 and something an hour. They paid the cooks well, but I worked the night shift on the weekends, Friday night and Saturday night. Worked all night long. And anyway, I was closer to Val, and it worked out, guys. And I joined the Marine Corps up there. I'll never forget the recruiter. Sergeant Garner was his name. Big old guy. And I was so amazed by him. And I joined the Marine Corps with him right there in Newton County High School. Newton County Rams. I'm going to tell you a story. I asked Val to marry me before I was about to go in the Marine Corps. And she said she had to think about all that, because she didn't really know how the Marine Corps was going to be. But I'm going to tell you the story. When I was in METS, She walked from Tycor Title. It's that big black and white building. She walked from over there and come over to MEPS and told me she wanted to get married. So I was so happy. Oh, so happy. So after boot camp in my school, we got married on January the 7th, guys. But what I'm getting at, guys, and again, sometimes the worst thing in life, you might think it's the worst thing in your life that ever happened. But give it time, and it's right where God wants you to be. And that happened twice in my life. So that fire turned out to be a blessing in my life that keeps on giving. Grandkids, just spending time with Val. I lost everything I thought that I loved, which I would still love to have today, but I wouldn't trade my life today for anything. So, and then again in 2008, guys, when the economy crashed, lost my job, had to move out of the house I bought uptown, got it sold, but it forced me to move out here where I absolutely love. I thought that was one of the worst things that ever happened to me too. When I lost my job, I just bought a year before that, I bought a $40,000 dump truck, or $50,000. I don't know. It was a lot of money. And within a year, all the drivers got laid off. And I'd been truck driving ever since I got out of the Marine Corps and just spinning my wheels. But guys, moved out here to this old house that I wouldn't trade anything for it. The land here, because all this was debt free, but we owed on that house. We just owed on our cars, but we paid everything off. And when I got out here, guys, we just made it work, and wouldn't trade it for anything. But again, sometimes when you think that it's the worst thing in your life, guys, just be patient, because I'm telling you, it might be right where God wants you to be. Sometimes he forces you to move. He forces you to change. You just need to accept it. Be grateful of what you do have. And I thank God every day for my life. Every day that goes by, I thank God for my life. Because, guys, I would not trade this place for nothing. But what I was getting at, guys, I don't know what I'd do with more land than I got. 25 acres is plenty. We have 10 acres clear and 15 acres woods, and it's we love it here. We really do. A little noisy right by the highway, but other than that, it's perfect. It's perfect. But guys, this is a different video. I just wanted to show you the Baofeng, and I wanted to show you the Leatherman that I was able to fix, and I'm actually going to be able to carry it today, and I'll do a pocket dump before we go. But I love that little thing. Very, very well made. But guys, that's just part of my life, and I just want to share that with y'all today. There might be somebody out there that needed to hear it. I know Mr. Chris from One Dot Daily. It's amazing. I'll share that story. You know, he lost everything in the California fires, and he had written me. He sent me a package, and he told me about that, and that made me bring up the fire that I went through. And I told him how, again, like I just said, that sometimes the worst thing, it seems like the worst thing in your life could be end up being the best thing in your life. And he wanted, when the video come out, he wanted his wife to watch it with him. And he wrote me an email saying that he would never think about the fire being a disaster or a tragedy in their life, because after I said January 7th, me and Val got married back in 1989, Well, you know his house burned on January the 7th of this year. I think it was this year. Yeah, this year. And him and his wife could not believe it. They lost their house on January the 7th. And me and Val got married on January the 7th. So that's when he said that he would no longer think of January the 7th as being a tragedy in their life. They're going to accept that and move on and make it be a blessing in their life. So sometimes, guys, God puts on your heart to say stuff for a reason. You know what I mean? And you need to say it. You need to spill it. You need to tell someone. So it's just an amazing story. And I want to thank Chris from One Dot Daily. Thank you for sharing that, buddy. Appreciate you. Y'all go check his channel out. He's an awesome guy. Awesome guy. He shows a lot of good knives, and he does cleanups and repairs. He's a good guy. He lives out in Santa Monica, California. But guys, all I want to say is God is good, and you just got to be patient with him. It's because God don't do things on our time. He does it on his time, when the timing is just right. Just keep on striving, being the best that you can be. Think positive. Positivity brings longevity. It really does. Positivity brings longevity. I know a lot of channels dwell on all this fear mongering, all these YouTube channels, and you can be sucked into that, guys. You can be sucked into it. And you notice most of these YouTube channels that use all this fear, all the current events for views and stuff like that, most of the stuff never takes place. And they always move the goalpost. You know, they're going to say, oh, the food shortage. We're going to be running out of food by November. November, he gets here now, it might be next June. You know what I mean? So don't worry about all these fear mongers that love to feed off that just to get views where you be sucked into it. I was part of that. I was sucked into all that. So don't worry about it, guys. We know the outcome. We know God is going to win in the end. And us Christians shouldn't be shocked about how the world is becoming, because it says it right there in the Bible. We can't worry about what we can't control. I used to try to worry about all that, but I don't no more. Thanks to y'all. Thanks to y'all and me staying away from the news. Guys, I could care less what's going on over in Israel right now. I could care less. I could care less what's going on in Washington, D.C. right now. All I care about is if something happens, this hill right here that I live on. Well, guys, I just wanted to share all this today. I'm fitting to do a pocket dump now, if y'all don't mind. But I am going to be carrying this here today. Me and Miss Val are going on a little road trip. She wants to go shopping. She's actually out of school today, or yesterday and today, because it's their fall break. But I'm going to be carrying my free T2, the Leatherman. I'm going to be carrying the backpacker. I love that little knife. I actually fixed the tip on that. I bought it with a broke tip. Ain't that cool? But they call that the backpacker. This is a 1986 right here. Very cool, ain't it? Then, guys, carrying the Spyderco lightweight. Look at it. I've used this so much, guys, and I've yet to really scratch that blade. It's amazing. It really is, and it stays sharp. I use it all day out here the other day. Cutting these, I took up the tunnels around my fence here, because the chickens don't eat everything, and stuff just grows up in them, and I don't want to spray Roundup around my bees. Just don't want to do that. So I took them up, and we're gonna keep it clean cut now, and we're gonna let them out in here. See, they're all out in there now. They love it out there. It's just fresh to them. They love something new. They're curious. They'll rake up or scratch up all the leaves. But anyway, I just want to share that too. I keep sharing stuff, y'all. I'm sorry. But But all right, we did the Spyderco. Let's see what else I got. I do have my little O-light that I have that was sent in by Mr. Jim Dugan from Jacksonville, Florida, from Dugan Stuff and Things. He has a YouTube channel. Y'all go check him out. But it's on my keychain for my Tacoma. And let's see. Got my little Spyderco, my Zome Green Dragonfly. Very cool knife. I use it all the time too. All the time. It stays sharp. But I love that camo look it has. It's just a very cool knife to carry. Very lightweight. Love that little thing. What else I got? Oh yeah. I got a Jerry Phillips slip right here. See here? It has the knife dock on there. I love this slip. What I'm carrying in that, guys, is actually the rust lock I got from Mr. Dan Edwards on a trade that we did. I've been carrying that now for about 2 weeks. I absolutely love that knife. I don't use it much. I use it some, but that's going to be going on display as soon as I get my magnets in. But I love these knives here. I really do. Open and close it with one hand. I didn't really care for them to start with, just cause they were really hard to open to me. But then once I learned how to do it, and once I learned the history behind them, again, Russ is named for Russell Case, the founder of W.R. Case and Sons. And the pattern, like this, is 61953 and a half. The 1953 for 1953 is the year that Russell Case passed away. And the half, guys, is for that drop point blade right there, because they usually have a clip point blade. But I'm carrying that today, again in the Mr. Jerry Phillips's slip. He'll actually be coming down for the Ellerville Knife Show. Can't wait to see him again. I seen him up in Danville, Kentucky. That's where he gave me this knife slip. Very, very special to me. He always comments, and I appreciate you. He has a YouTube channel too, but he does shorts. Y'all go check him out, Mr. Jerry Phillips, the Shelby Knife Guy. Awesome guy. He loves the Miami Dolphins. And what else, guys? Oh yeah. Then the Hornet, guys. This is a 1977. I use it all the time too, and it's sharp. Man, it's sharp. I put an edge on it. Got some pocket length, but it's pack of wood. But that was a great little EDC knife right there. Little lock blade. Great little knife. And let's see. What else? Oh yeah. My trapper. It needs to be cleaned up, but this is a 1983 body right here. I carry this one all the time. You see that, how beautiful that bone is? This is a 1983 body with 2012 blades. Ain't that cool? Beautiful piece. I love this knife. I actually got this knife in from I don't forget the guy's name, over in Buena Vista. I repaired a knife for him. It was one of them Schrade trappers that has the little pin in it and tweezers. I made it a single blade, and I made it a single blade, and he gave me a bunch of case part knives, and this was one of them. It just so happened when I went out to Wiggins, Mississippi, somebody gave me a trapper out there. The handles were messed up, so I took the blades out of that one and put them in this 83 frame. That's the cool story I love behind it. I love that stuff. And the pins, guys, I had to cut that pin and cut that pin. It just turned out really, really good. Beautiful knife. But I carry it a lot. I'll be carrying it today. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 knives, guys, and that's about what I usually carry, between 6 and 8. Can't help it. But that's just the way I am. I always have been. I always had to carry a bunch of knives. I just like to do that. I like to, every once in a while when I'm in line, I don't pull out my phone. I pull out a knife, I look at it, play with it, put it back. I don't sit there and look at my phone all the time. You know, when I'm out in line or standing in line somewhere. It's just when I'm bored, I'll pull a knife out of my pocket and look at it and fidget, just fidget like with the knife. Well, guys, that's my pocket dump for today, and I just want to thank y'all for tuning in. Just want to thank y'all for all the support, for everything. It's just amazing, guys, what my channel has evolved into, and I just want to thank each and every one of y'all for that. But again, this Friday, guys, we're going to have a bunch of people over. Cannot wait. Going to have a special guest coming down all the way from Tennessee, Mr. Kendall Stoltz. And then we're going to move on into the case event up in Powder Springs, Georgia. Cannot wait for that. So a lot of things are taking place, guys, and I love it. I really do. Well, anyway, guys, thank y'all so much for tuning in today. I want to say God bless to each and every one of y'all. Until we meet again, guys, y'all be like a good night. Stay sharp.
Hey, I hear my echo.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you have an echo?
Yes.
What does that mean? What does having an echo mean?
That means when you ask someone a question and you can hear it in the sky.
Really?
Yeah, that's what it is.
That is pretty cool. I wonder if I got an echo. You think I got an echo?
Try it out.
Hello?
I hear it.
I heard it too, Knox. That's pretty cool. I didn't know I had an echo. Let's go.
Can you hold my hand?
I can. I'll help you down. Come on.
What does stick do, Mayor?
Come on. You can get over it. Oh, there you go.
I did it.
Now we got to step down. Step over that little branch right there. You're getting to be a big boy.
Yeah. That's like I am in the shower.
Yep.
This is so sandy.
It is sandy. Pretty cool, ain't it?